Hello. Is my mic working? Perfect. It is. Amazing. Hi, Yippee. Thank you for the 3 months power. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. So, happy 5 months in advance. Jeez. Am I all the way out? I am. Cringe. Okay, I'm gonna have to change some stuff. What's up, Yippee? I'm also doing my socials right now, so if I'm not looking at you, you want me to unpause song redemption. What do you mean? What does that mean, Maple? Uh, I don't remember what I was writing. Cringe. Okay. It was paused? I turned it on right before I went live. Crime. Thank you, Maple. I don't know how I didn't. That's really weird. Maybe when I went live, it turned itself back. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe because I changed stuff in the app? I have no idea.
Congratulations.
Aw,
Choo-choo!
thank you for the 4 months,
Let us
Yippee.
ride the hype train together.
Thank you, thank you.
Next stop, fun and excitement.
Did you enable the redemption or just unpause it? I just turned on the, you know how it has the slider? I just, like, clicked the slider on, so maybe that's just my bad. Yeah, I don't know. Bizarre. But thank you for unpausing it. Twitter and Blue Sky, and then I can start working on the wig. Yes, you can request a song. Put a Spotify link in. It's going through Spotify. I'm just such a good and prepared streamer. Happy Monday, everyone. You're seeing me in my natural habitat. It's even worse than when I cry, because I'm a little gremlin. Okay. Got that. Did it. Post the picture. Hit that. Go okay. And then I post it. Alright, we're good. Not your natural habitat for long. Oh, fingers crossed. Hi, Thor. See you. I see you. Alrighty. Let me get this hecking show on the road. I think. Oh, it's not even. Okay. I've already done all this hair, so we're good so far. Do I just hold on. I just bring you up so that I don't have to move, but you guys can see me better. I think that's how this is gonna work. Are you leaving his ass behind? No, he's moving too. Can you imagine? It's just like, now you live in my old apartment. That'd be crazy. Wow. This playlist kind of doo-doo. Might have to change it. Or I just have to hope that you guys start requesting a lot of stuff. Hello, Zoink. Getting rid of stuff I don't want to wrap. Ah!
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dubsy, for the 3 months. Okay, I think the music is good for a while. All right, let me get some hair bands. I need to sequester this hair because it's already done. I've already crimped all this hair. Oh, okay, Yippee. Perfect. For this hill. All right. Post-workout cheesecake is becoming my... I feel like that defeats the purpose. Oh, thank you for the sub, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Does the cheesecake counteract the hard work you're putting in, Steve? I feel like it does. We're just gonna listen to Slipknot until you guys start. Okay. I hair in a hairband. I have many of them. Welcome, welcome. The medieval bardcore version of Holding Out for a Hero. I'm excited to hear that. Oh, that sounds funny. Okay, that can go over there. I just gotta put all this hair away. I just don't want it in my way while I'm crimping the other hair. So, we'll see.
Say his name and he appears. It's Takavor.
Bonus stream, bonus stream. I'm not done with my wig for Anime Expo. Oh my god, who would have guessed? This is, in fairness, my banjo cosplay. Did you see the new trailer for Double Dragon? I didn't even know that Double Dragon was being remade. A new one? Old one. I have many clips. I have to take them all down. Just wait. I mean, I don't even have. Nothing's even done. You think about One Punch Man? I liked what I watched of One Punch Man, but when you know the ending of every fight, it does get a little stale. If I'm being honest. Org always brings out the banger. Good to hear. Okay, good. Are you gonna have it done for Anime Expo? Am I gonna see a new cosplay at the con this weekend, or are you saving it up for like LAC? I'm really looking forward to all the guests that are gonna be at LA Comic Con. Like Gustav's there. That there guy from Expedition 30. Doctor Strange? So you're only gonna cosplay one day, or are you gonna wear Gambit multiple days? That's the real question. And I gotta bring the mic closer to me so that I'm not mumbling all of the You're gonna wear Gambit 4 days in a row?
Make
What?
it 3 spins.
I don't understand why that's 3 spins. Confusion, Steve. Huh? Oh. No, I guess I didn't. From the Shadow Realm spins. No, I was gonna do them on a regular stream day, though, since, like, most of the stuff on the wheel is stuff to be redeemed during games. Do you want me to do them today? It hadn't occurred to me. That had not occurred to me. I am sorry. I probably should have said something so we were all on the same page. The wheel I don't think should be enabled today because I can't really do, like, over half the things on the wheel because I'm not playing a game. So, probably not? I leave that question to Titans, who I've decided has to answer on my behalf. Thank you so much, Titans, for your wonderful answer, preemptively. Titans all call and can't hear you. Shit. Wait, then how'd you answer that? Make cosplay with your nose. And then I burn myself with my 400-degree crimper? Oh my god, exciting for everyone. Burnt nose? I'm sure that would go over well. We'll get on Dexterdo that way. Dextero? Dexterdo? Which one is it? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm trying to count wefts. Oh, that's it. Okay, hold on. 3 will do. 3 I can cook with. The accent. Oh, Creole? The accent would be very funny to do. And accurate. Okay. Burnt nose isn't the right way to put it. Try accidental freckle. The crimper would leave an indent on my face, I suppose. And also third-degree burns. Trying to get me looking weird for Anime Expo, guys. Okay. I think... Yes. I need clips. It's only 400 degrees. Can you imagine? Special look for AX. No, not yet, not yet. I don't move until the 11th. Same place. Same place. Had new upsetting things happen today. Very fun. I would talk about them, but I don't want to put that out into the universe, so we're just not going to talk about it. I'm going to pretend like nothing weird happened today. There's no Donegal today. Yeah, I can't do anything other than a regular length stream today because I just had to do so much con crunching that if I went any longer, I run the risk of not getting it all done. And also moving is very stressful. So I'm trying to make sure that I get all my stuff done and don't have another panic crying session in front of all of you guys, because I don't think anybody would like that. Okay. Did I get it all? I don't know if I did. So maybe wait till tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. We were on the same page then. Perfect. Is there a Lynxie crying counter? It's only happened several times. That's not good. That's not good that I have to say that out loud. So this wig's kind of whatever. Like it's taking the crimp, so I'm not too upset about it. But also, I hate it. Yes, go on. This sounds like a woman yelling at me. My favorite genre of metal. Okay. I no, okay. I'm still online. Sorry, I'm like losing track of where I am. You can't see, but I'm trying to section off this line of hair so that the rest of it's pulled out of the way. Easier when you can see what I'm doing. I don't like women yelling at me. I yell at you all the time. What does that say about you? You keep coming back and I continue to yell at you. Okay. Yes. Yes, clean vocals for a chorus. That's a fire song already. You have a cam attached to your head so we can see your view. These are excuse me. These are all good ideas for the next stream setup. I have a head cam on. We get night vision. It'll be a whole thing. Okay, I think I can just. Oh, is none of this attached to that weft? That's okay. It's looking okay. I think we're good. Make you feel attacks and play Dark Souls? I would die. I would simply perish. Doesn't mean I like it. There are other reasons to be in this chat. You know what? Fair enough. Can't even argue with that. Okay, I think I can section off the entire front now. Yes, perfect. As long as it's out of my way, I think we are good. Okay. Yes. Fantastic. I only ruined the stuff in the ponytail a little bit. That's fine. Ugh, it's not. It's making me upset. I want to fix it already. Dang. Ah! Okay, hold on. Okay. To fix this. No, I can't. It's gotta be on the other side. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me just do this again. Right, the Bard core. Okay. I was like, what the fuck am I hearing? Been keeping up with WWE? No. I only know what happens because Maple will sometimes tell me. Thank you for lurking, Tune. You know what? Fair update to my pin, Steve. Fair update. I haven't been like watching anything. I just hear in passing. I haven't watched much lately. I just haven't had time. And like I said, I was more interested in AEW stuff right now. And that's only because Ibushi's doing stuff. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I keep getting messages. Shouldn't even be paying attention. You didn't hear that they're relocating to Vegas? That's crazy. No more Connecticut? That's wild. I guess TKO probably would make more sense out in Vegas since it is partially UFC, right? Ugh, okay. Hate that. RIP Connecticut headquarters. I used to go see it every time I would drive up to Vermont. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need this. It's my heat resistant glove, but yeah, I can't feel the wig at all. Do as I say, not as I do. Use this if you use something that is hot. Otherwise, you'll burn yourself. Okay. Yeah, I also agree with that you. It's just a rumor right now because of the Stanford lease ending. Oh. They have a great building in Connecticut. I don't know why they would even bother getting rid of it. Because what? Everybody that works at that building has to relocate to Vegas, or are they going to fire everyone? How does that work? Doesn't make any sense. Um, can you guys hear the lovely construction outside? It's so fun and nice. I love waking up every morning knowing there's going to be the loudest noises in the universe outside. Okay. Right now, I am just trying to crimp my wig so that I can get some volume and texture into it. So when I do eventually do the actual wig styling, it'll stick. I know I've told you guys this before. I've heard me say it before, so it's just easier if I explain it every time. He called out people from other promotions. John Cena. Oh, because he's evil now, right? That's how that works. Evil John Cena just talks about other people now. He did a Matt Cardona? Oh my god. We're calling him Matt Cardona now? I think that they should call him by his WWE name. I want Dolph to be relevant. I want him to come back. Oh, it's more bardcore. Okay, I was like, why am I hearing Radiohead but not? It's definitely still bardcore. Love that. Last song was good. Damn, Thor. Got the good Ren Fair music. during his match did the same thing and said, "Hello, John Cena." Yeah, but like other promotions don't have such an issue talking about WWE as though in the same way that like WWE has an issue with talking about other. Because you know, if Vince was still in charge, thank God he's not. There are no other promotions, and wrestling isn't a thing. It's only sports entertainment. So we're lucky to be in an era post Vince McMahon. We're allowed to even call it wrestling. Because that was such a weird sticky. I get that it's like not wrestling, traditional wrestling. But it's wrestling. Calm down. It's not that big of a deal. But no, sports entertainment, you don't understand. Enough errors, no errors. I have no ding idea what. But you're still having problems with certain games. Not every game. What? Sunny Day Real Estate. I love them. OG emo bands. You guys will also see that I'm holding up the hair at an angle. I'm trying to make sure that the crimps are vertical. Or I'm vertically crimping. So that it's not as uniform with the weird wave. Because I don't want it to be like overly noticeable, but there's not a lot you can do about that. So I'm trying to like make it slightly random with his pattern. So I'm holding it up at an angle that when it falls, it's kind of a weird random frizzy pattern almost. Except on the edges where I don't care. So it's supposed to be like a chill project for me, but I can't do anything chill, so you know how it be and what it do. Specific. I see. Ooh, baby metal. Love them. I hope that we protect baby metal at all costs, forever and always. God, there's so much like this wig kind of janky, but also kind of not. Even Blue Prince was doing it. I'll be done with Bardcore, but I like it. Literally saying I liked it. What the fuck? If you're not down with the crimping hair, I totally understand.
Technology will not defeat me.
Hi,
It's Kylie.
This will be most of what I do this show, if not the whole thing. Like the one big thing I need to get done, and then I need to style the bangs, and then it's kind of whatever. I wasn't planning on doing like a crazy wig like you've seen me do in the past. Because this was supposed to be my fun Banjo-Kazooie cosplay, right? So I just want to make sure I have brown hair that matches the ears I made. Ooh. I like how this song's starting. Good beat so far. So I'm sorry if it sounds boring to watch me do hair, but this is the stream today. Might be painting tomorrow. Don't quote me on that. Don't hold me to it. It's just gonna be a weird set of streams for a while, you know what I mean? Because I got some stuff I need to get done, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Yeah. This is peak entertainment right here. Perfect. Probably also gonna see me in different states of gremlin as I work throughout the week, so probably gonna be a light on the makeup kind of week because I am gonna have 3 days where I am full face cosplay makeup over the weekend. So it's going to be a lot of pimple patches in my future. That's been helping me, but so far everything turned up with no issues. I haven't played anything that was causing a crash in about a week. So I'm just gonna play and rage. Aw. I hope it works out. That's so lame that you've been having all these issues. So many games on PC that are just so good that have been coming out. Shame you can't play them. But also, you could buy Deltarune for $25 and get to play 4 chapters right now. You'll get about the sane person amount of gameplay. 20 hours of gameplay over 4 different games. Right? Yeah, that sounds about right. This shirt isn't doing anything. Hold on. I gotta go fucking change my shirt. Sorry, guys. I'll be back in a second. I'm muting. I'm muting. I feel a little bit better. Having all of that on my arms was killing me because this AC wall unit is making me sad. Oh, you guys are just talking about PC stuff. You've discovered a new genre, alternative folk. That sounds good. I'm sure I've heard alternative folk before, but it sounds pleasant. I just so rarely stick to what genres are. I try to like remember what they all are, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I just like music. I don't care what it falls under. If I like the way it sounds in my ears, that's all that matters, you know? Yeah. I grabbed. No, I grabbed enough hair. We're fine. It's fine. How do I? My hair looks like a mess now. Whatever. It's not important. You're here to watch me work. We're working together. It's all good. How to dance your pain away. That's a fantastic name for a song. I do that often. When it's not hot as shit outside. The weather in LA is killing me, and this isn't even that hot. Last year, I went to the beach at one point for like a weekend just to get away from the heat. Came back, the inside of my apartment was 107 degrees. I thought I was going to melt and die because of this stupid wall unit. I am just so happy that I will be moving somewhere that has central air. That I don't have to worry about this. I didn't realize we lived in a world where basic accommodations for human needs met us to melt and perish. I'm not even talking about in LA, I'm talking about everywhere. It's over 40 and normally. That's what I'm saying though. Like it's miserable. It ain't right. At least it's a dry heat. That is nice, but like because I'm gonna be at Anime Expo, all the bodies are gonna make the humidity just go up naturally, you know? Not gonna like make it easier. This is such a funky song, Warg. I like this. It's like just on the side of being overly bizarre. I fuck. Bodies are gonna make the humidity go up. I mean, only if everyone's wet. All the sweat and stuff, it's gonna be icky. Right? How that works. All the bodies together, it's gonna feel way more like moist in close quarters than it would otherwise. Ah! You say so. I feel like being up near other people. If you're outside, not an issue. Indoors, we'll have AC and I guess. I guess. POS, yeah. Exclamation point POS. Me just like silently brushing hair is such a weird thing to do in front of other people. Why are chat's bodies getting pushed against each other? They're not! People are just, very oblivious of how close they are to other people in convention settings, and that's fine because there's not, you know, always enough space for everyone, but I don't see myself moving around a lot, especially on Saturday because of Kazooie. I don't want her to get messed up, you know? Like that would suck. So I'm gonna try to be careful. The last thing I want is to have done all that work to make her come to life and then it just is no good. I will actually cry. Can't tell if I got enough hair or what. Good stuff. I don't have the song on the screen. Bad streamer. I don't like I've ever done a stream before, I swear. How will people know what song it is even though it says it in chat? Yeah. Damn Swankaroos, how many songs you got? Max number of songs is 0? It shouldn't be. Everyone should have, like, at least 3 songs that they're able to request as long as they're following. And this is the way I find out you're not following. That would be crazy. Is that the wig for the banjo cosplay? Yes, it is. It's a nice brown color. I love that it looks like I low-key have brown hair because I haven't dyed my hair red in a while, but I'm going to style this wig. This could be the one cosplay that I could probably get away with fucking not wearing a wig. And I was like, no! It needs to be the perfect chocolate brown to mix with the ears. Whatever. The perfectionist in me said, no, must wear a wig. It's just part of cosplay. Not that you need a wig to cosplay. I just feel like I need the wig to cosplay. Or I have skipped a step. I need to work on my sexy grunty. Just paint your whole body green. Wear a little tiny dress. Black dress specifically. And then go ung ooh. Or hold on, hers are like more like moans. They're like ung ung ooh is more of a tooty thing. Oh, Bardcore Jolene's gonna go so hard. I love that. I imagine who did this one? Static or Maple? Yeah. I like this. Green morph suit. You know what? Fair. Less work to do on that. It is a good song. I like it. Song still? Yeah. I like that. Like a sudden shift to tunes. They also did Pink Pony Club. Oh, love that. Good tunes. I'm liking it so far. Okay. I only send bangers. You better only be sending bangers. You've had nothing but bangers for me that fit into like that weird niche of like I need a man screaming at me and then a different man but in the same band politely singing at me. It's a hyper specific genre. But I need it. Put whatever you want in the queue, Thor. I'm down to hear whatever. Kaibi said put it in. So there you go. Alright. I'm sure I died immediately after saying that, Maple. Ain't no way I didn't. I'm sure I was very done with a fight and just was like, you know what? If I die here, I can reset. It'll be fine. I probably was so resigned for most of Bloodborne. Because that game is just brutal. And I knew that going in, still was like mad every time I died. Dying to Miko Lash just feels so unfair if I'm being honest. After having him and haw and moan at me, it just ain't right. Oh, been putting in songs, always a good time. Right. I got half of this section of hair done. That's pretty nice. Right, I got it. Also, if you see me continually brushing through the hair, it's because I'm really trying to like keep the crimp, but also smooth it out as much as possible without like ruining the integrity of the crimp. I'm probably over brushing. I probably don't need to do as much as I am, but I really want it to look a certain way. So to get it as close to where I would like it, I'm just gonna keep brushing it for stupid long amounts of time. I've just made peace with this. Started a new sim save. They're autistic, but they found a cute partner who is so cute. Aw! Love that for you. Good? Hell yeah. Getting her. Oh, you can kind of see her. Hold on. No, 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 no. Put her right there. I don't want to. I don't want to. All right. Hold on, everyone. Was that God? That was really bright light. No, it's just the outside. Get out of here.
Sir Steve off Shillington says his husband go bothering you, Queen,
Your
Kappa.
husbando went and brought up my red girl. Look at her. Oh, she's looking so good. I was so worried when I started painting her earlier. I think the red I got is like just right. Hold on. She's good, right? Ignore the second Kazooie. Ignore that there is a secondary Kazooie back there. And just look at the red one. Two queens on the same screen. Three of us. There's three of us. But I think she looks pretty good. I'm gonna maybe don't quote me on this. Whoa, wrong way. Don't quote me on this. Never quote me. In fact, just try your best to ignore things I say. The second Kazooie is hit the stream. I made a set. Okay, here's the thing. Hold on, let me. I can go pick up the other one. The Kazooie that you guys saw in the TikTok I posted is this Kazooie I'm holding right here. All right. But the way that this works, my process in specific, I love Sunny Day Real Estate. Anyway, is that I always do a test. There must be a test print just to make sure that everything fits together. Because, like, she's got a huge hole right here, and I know that other people won't care, but I care a lot. And, like, some of the pieces don't, you can't tell right now from as far away as you guys are, but you can literally see through her right here because the seams didn't line up. So I had to do, like, a lot of, like, sanding and filling and all kinds of other nonsense to make this Kazooie work. And, like, I didn't even sand her down the whole way because this is my test. Just, like, makeup just covered up. That's kind of what I did right here. So this one's primed in case anything goes wrong. But currently, this is my test Kazooie just in case, for whatever reason, my actual Kazooie doesn't work out. So I'm really happy with her red, though. I think she looks really good. It's the prototype. Literally, it's the prototype. But, like, the Lance of Longinus, the one that you guys have seen in my photos, that's my test. That was never meant to be the final Lance of Longinus. But I haven't had another one work out as fantastically as that Lance of Longinus has. So the fact that both Kazooies have worked out is fantastic. This is my proof of concept, basically. Is that I can trust that my prints are gonna print out right now. But yeah. So test Kazooie, actual Kazooie back there, banjo right here. Sorry, I was getting my little ears that are gonna go on banjo, just so that I can reference them. I still need to kind of work on them a little bit because I've left the wires in the back. Right. Can't see the wires from the front, so they look cute right now. That doesn't mean anything. I need to finish. But I didn't want to work on the ears any more than I already have until I finish doing the wig. If I were crimping the wig today, you still like men yelling at you songs. I always love a good men yelling at me song. They have a vibe I enjoy. Which is a weird thing to say, but it's true. Good. Just likes being yelled at, apparently. No, I don't like being yelled at. And typically I'm the one doing the yelling. However, comma. Angry songs. Just feel that way. Wait, hold on. Wait, you have an airbrush? What the hell? Sam, you have an airbrush? Do you use it? Do you know how to use it? Sorry, I don't mean to yell. I just got really excited. I need an airbrush. Oh my god, I've needed one for so long. What the hell? Oh, it's on the, okay. No, it's still in the box. Sam! You bought an airbrush and haven't used it? Brother. I've been looking for airbrush recommendations left and right because I don't know anybody who has one. You just have one? Come on, man. I have angered the chat. Damn, boy howdy. Why haven't you used it for Gambit then? What did you, wait, hold on, what part of Gambit? Foam came out, for like the armor, the chest armor? What's up, Kaibi? I thought it looked good. I thought your Gambit looks good. It's fabric? I didn't know that. It looked like you just like brushed it. It looked like foil almost. Like, I had no idea that was fabric. Baby metal's such a vibe. Got some Sprite and it's so sparkly. And I'm pleased. Nice. I'm not a Sprite girly myself. But I get why people like it. I know that in a pinch, this is so funny, a waitress told me this once. She was like, if you mix Coca-Cola and Sprite together in a certain like ratio, it tastes like ginger ale. Literally seen my parents do this at restaurants when they don't have ginger ale on tap for whatever reason. Very funny. I know my parents fuck with Sprite. I'll send you pics of the brush cab. Hell yeah. I mean, if you don't mind me borrowing it at some point, that would be fucking sick nasty. I want to get one, but I've never used it, so like I don't know what I should even be like looking out for. It's straight up the yellow that I want to do for Kazooie. I was just gonna like sponge on ginger ale on tap. Yeah, ginger ale's on tap at like every bar in the universe. They just have ginger ale because you mix it with so many drinks. I don't know. I used to go to a lot of shows as a kid. As a teenager. Blue Powerade and Mountain Dew equals Baja Blast. Is that right? Anyway, every bar in the universe has ginger ale because you mix it with so many drinks that when I would go to clubs and shows to like see concerts and stuff as a kid, I knew that I could always go up to the bar and ask for a ginger ale and they would have it. Which is why I drink so much ginger ale now as an adult, because I would just go to so many like concerts and shows at different clubs where they knew, like, a lot of these people knew me too. They'd know what I was coming to the like the bar for, get a ginger ale ready for her kind of thing. So, with cream soda. Oh, the hose thing. Yeah. What do you think I meant? I was picturing like bartenders pulling it. They pull it out and they do a twist and then they flip off the top and go, "Here you go, ma'am," and slide it across the table and I catch it at the other end. You guys ever seen those videos of the like very, very fancy schmancy Korean bartenders that do like the craziest tricks you've ever seen in your life? I was watching one not too long ago and thought like I would have crashed everything in that bar before you ever got your drink. I would have set myself on fire on accident. I just know that to be real. I was picturing like bartenders pulling a ginger ale, no like shock top. Oh, no, not like that, not like that. But they always have ginger ale ready to go because they're gonna mix it. It's a good mixer. And a lot of people don't like club soda, which I understand. Club soda on its own is kind of disgusting, or at least not for everybody. Rich coming from me, since I like will die without spicy water. Sev, I ran out of Spindrift like 4 or 5 days ago. And because I'm in the middle of trying to pack and move, I haven't been going to the grocery store a lot lately. I literally feel like I'm gonna fucking perish. I haven't had a Spindrift in 4 days. How am I meant to go on without my spicy water? The next song should be the alternative folk. Oh. Like spooky. Is there a command to see the playlist? No, but you can look up your position of your song in chat with exclamation point POS. We can all work together to figure out where your songs are, I suppose. I have a queue command, but I don't think. Oh, it does? But we all know that I shouldn't be doing IT work on the fly. The fact that I got anything up today is a miracle. This is such an interesting one. This is not what I expected when you said alternative folk. I don't know why. Not bad. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like so much more unique than what I imagined. Because I was expecting something more cutting out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll move it in a second. Jump on again. Sounds good. Hello. The mic is now near my mouth. In fact, I'll move it even closer. God! There we go. It's probably also an issue that my AC is blasting in the background, so if I mumble too much, it probably can't pick me up over that sound. How many Minecraft mods? You just gotta turn on ray tracing. You turn on ray tracing in Minecraft, if your PC explodes, you know that it's still not worked out. Steve, have you played Minecraft, though? I need to know. This is important. You've never played Minecraft? Oh my god. Minecraft's one of the greatest games ever made. Have I ever beaten it? No, I've never fought the Ender Dragon, but that's neither here nor there. Minecraft is for crafting and building houses with your friends in a cute little neighborhood. And then one of those friends getting mad and using dynamite to blow up the whole neighborhood, and then none of you ever played again. This is not an experience that I've had, but I've had that experience told to me more than once. Isn't that crazy? Lynxicat Minecraft server when? I would love to play Minecraft with you guys. We all build our own little house, have our own little farm. Steal a bunch of villagers from their village and put them to work in the village mines, you know? Learn a profession. Catch some dogs. Have a cat. Feed them fish. Get raided. Have a bunch of illagers kill us. It's very sad. Go and find the illagers, kill them ourselves. Just talking about every Minecraft experience I've ever had. Feed a panda bamboo, and then the bamboo overjoys the panda so that the panda rolls, which is an animation that it does. It's very cute, but then the panda rolls off of a cliff and it dies, and you feel really bad. There's nothing you could do about that because you didn't know that the pandas could do that. It was a good vibe. It's a very hyper-specific vibe. Into a different vibe. Interesting. Also, there are people I've seen talk about crimping wigs on TikTok where they're like, oh, it'll just be a couple of hours. Who are these superhuman people that can crimp wigs that fast? Because certainly not I. I have never once crimped a wig in a couple of hours. I'm on day 2 of crimping this wig. And now, in fairness, I was doing other things other than just crimping the wig, but like, if I did this all at once, I would die. From boredom and my wrist hurting from crimping the wig. Ooh. Zoink, I like this. I actually did the tests already, but some of the games keep crashing out of nowhere. It's such a weird issue. I've never had anybody say they've had this kind of like specific issue that you've been having, Steve. I feel bad. Because I used to work at like, I know that IT guy does all my IT work, but I used to work at a place that like repaired electronics. So I do all the dumb tests and know all the stupid little bullshit. I wasn't a tester there, but like I worked with the testers all day long. One of them taught me how to build PCs. The only reason I know how to build a PC is because a guy who did it for his job showed me how to do it at my job where I fixed like monitors and typewriters and shit like that. It is a good song, Kaibi. Yeah, I've never heard of this specific issue where it's like everything's fine except for these couple of things. Because the last time I had a huge issue where like some of you were here, it borked my stream and my computer and my processor, and it was terrible. Thank you for lurking, Diana. But like, it literally, I had to get a new motherboard and a processor. It sucked. So, if you've tried everything else, like I'm like so at a loss, and I don't want to give you unsolicited advice. Because that kind of shit pisses me off when it happens. What did you do? Pour Spindrift on the PC. I played Lords of the Fallen. When my PC fucked up, I played Lords of the Fallen. And for whatever reason, it literally killed my PC. It was so fucking annoying. And people always go, oh, are you sure it was Lords of the Fallen? Yes. It literally was. Fucking dog game. I hope that they know that they fucking ruined my PC and I'm still pissed off about it. You can give me all the unsolicited advice you want. I give my 2 cents plenty. It's usually like 4 or 8. You know what? Fair. Also, when I'm brushing back like this is because I'm teasing the hair a little bit, like these short hairs to give the rest of the wig volume, because I don't plan on cutting them out, even though I probably should, if we're being honest, because they're kind of ugly looking. Like, they're so... The wig just wasn't sewn poorly. Or, wasn't sewn well. It was sewn poorly. But, yeah. GPS. Oh, it's a bear wig. It's going to be okay. Yeah, but like I like my work on my costumes that I'm going to have to wear. You know, I've never made a cosplay for anybody else. Like if it's going on me and I'm showing off my work, I want it to look the way I want it to look, right? And if it doesn't, then I get disappointed in myself. I don't know if you guys remember last week or not, but that's what happens when I think that my projects aren't going to go well. It's something I need to work on. We're lucky Banjo washes his ass, let alone brushes his hair. You know what? That's fair. He's got that cute little tuft on his head, though, so I really want the bangs to look good. Like, I don't plan on really doing anything with this hair. I just want it to be textured. So if for whatever reason in the future I do want to do some extra styling, it'll look good. Oh, the Veronicas. I love the Veronicas. You guys remember the Donnas? I know that that's a totally different band, but done this a few weeks ago? Hell yeah. That's another reason I like doing these song request days, because, like, I get to hear all this new music. It's very nice. Wait, we're getting Polyphia? Fuck yeah, let's go. With Steve Vai? Interesting. Gonna take it off, baby. Did you know? The Donnas used to be a band called the Electrocutes. And they changed their name to the Donnas. I actually have no idea why. That part I don't know. But I do know they were called the Electrocutes. Which is also a good name for a band. Alright. I got around this part of the wig pretty good. The Donnas sound better for the general public. That's true. Because that song in particular that Sev requested was like their big hit. And it was like everywhere for a second. I remember seeing that on TRL. That's how fucking old that song is. Carson Daly announced it on his television show, Total Request Live, when MTV had music on in the middle of the day instead of nothing but ridiculousness, a TV show for old people. How do I know it's for old people? My parents watch it. They're the people that are keeping Rob Dyrdek in employ from MTV. You don't like 16 and Pregnant? No. I'm not like super big on those kind of reality television shows. I love Flavor of Love and Rock of Love and I Love New York. Any any reality television show that was on VH1 was my jam. Those shows ruled. VH1 knew what they were doing. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch any of that shit. Yeah, the dating celebrity television shows were crazy. And then they had spin-offs of the women that didn't get picked by Flavor Flav or... Oh my god, I can't think of the guy's name from Rock of Love. He's a gigantic 80s rock star. Why can't I think of his name? Crazy. Either way, I watched the crap out of those shows. Is it... Oh, it turned off. That's what's happening. That's such like a weird relic of the past, though. Man, I almost got through this whole section of hair before the crimper turned off. It's good that my crimper turns off, so that it's always on a cycle and I don't burn down my apartment, but I'm always in the middle of using it when it turns off. Never accidentally forgot and left it on, you know? So I'll just wear a bandana. These hoes won't. It's another wig stream where you're just seeing me crimp a wig. How about that, Biggie? My last wig that I made was so involved and you guys didn't see any of that. Insane. One Lifetime movie where they thought the teacher was having a relationship with a student, but it turns out the student was actually stalking the teacher. That's a crazy Lifetime movie. That's usually just true and in the plot if it's on, like, ABC Family. Freeform? It's called Freeform now. I'm just having regular water in this cup instead of my spicy water. Ah. Refreshing. This song's crazy. I had no idea Polyphia did a song with Steve Vai. Steve Vai, the guy who brought us the banger from the Halo. I have a soda stream, Sev. I have one. I make ginger ale in it. That's just the true, you know? I just don't like to use it as much. The nice thing about having the soda stream is that it's literally made actual like soda you go and buy out in the universe, like too sweet. Like I have a heart. Oh, you put in a North Lane song? I fucking love North Lane. Oh, and Architects. Oh, those are gonna be 2 banger songs. I don't know the other 2 by name. But yeah. Having the soda stream has been nice because a serving of a soda stream is something like 4 grams of sugar per serving like that. And a regular soda is like 20 grams of sugar. They're so bad for you. And I was chugging them like crazy. Because that's just how I grew up. Drink a lot of soda. So going from drinking soda all the time to never having soda and like making a soda stream as a treat. Like I had a soda during community game night, right? That's not the song you requested. If it doesn't remove, I'll just skip it when it shows up. But yeah. Remove. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't know what is and isn't set up through Songify, because Maple will know. That was set up midstream one time, and I try to not touch things that I didn't have a hand in immediately downloading and setting up. So, an IT guy is not here, so if I break something, there's no one here to fix it. Yeah, if you want to just straight up copy paste the Spotify link, that works much easier. Because if you don't put it in, Spotify will just choose, or the app will just choose the closest answer. So it'll be same but different. I've had that happen a couple of times. There we go. Good as new. Also, I don't know if you guys care about wig styling tips, but always test your wig before you start just hardcore crimping it. There have been a couple of wigs that I've done that were not up for the heat that I had my crimper set to, and I nearly ruined a huge chunk of wig a couple of times by not setting it to the right temperature. Like this one, the max temperature on this is 430, but I would never crimp a wig at 430 degrees. Because I think that would melt the fibers. And like what I am doing is melting the fibers, but not destroying them. So that they just become like a big plastic mess. They're synthetic. So, you know, be careful if you're ever crimping a wig, because you can absolutely still destroy the wig, even if it is up for high heat temperatures. Fix it yourself. I will fix it when I fix it, Biggie. What's your song? I want to jam out. Yeah, if you like any song that you're hearing, it's playing up here in this widget. So feel free to copy and paste the name of the song down from the chat so that you have it for yourself later. Since they're playing through my Spotify, they're just like, they'll show up again in my playlist, which is nice because then I never have to remember, because they'll just show up when they show up. But yeah, there's been a couple of things. A lot of Warg specific picks that have made it back into my rotation and now are just in my playlist, which is awesome. So I do like hearing your guys' songs because you introduce me to new things. And then they become a part of the stuff that I listen to all the time. Is anybody going to find me the next Hot Mulligan? I highly doubt it, but you never know. I would like to be proven wrong. It took one person on TikTok saying, "You're never going to believe this. There's a band named Microwave and they're actually really good." And I went, that person's full of shit. No shot a band named Microwave slaps. I have seen Microwave 3 times in concert now, so I was wrong and that person was right. Is what I'm trying to say. All right. We got a whole lot of the wig done already, which is awesome. There's so much hair that's already done. This is like, I've already doubled the size of the wig, and I still have so much hair to do. Ugh, that'd be so nice. It's already looking good. And you're not seeing a ton of the texture. Like you are. You can still see the hair crimping if you look hard enough, especially if I shine it in some of the light right next to my face. You can kind of see the texture, but it's not super uniform, which was my fear. And it's super prominent up at the top because I'm trying to get the volume underneath where like the nice hair will lay, but yeah, I think this is looking good. Damn. There's two rabbit themed songs back to back that have a good vibe. Curious Quail. It's quite the name. The thing that I've learned about the music that I listen to most often is that all of the bands just name themselves after like a noun. Mom jeans, microwave, water parks. It's a plural noun, but either way. I just hear these weird names and I go, that's a Midwest emo band that I'm gonna like. And then I do. You're playing that song again? We just listened to that song, Thor. I didn't know you were gonna play. Or did you not know that we already listened to that song? I know we saw that song earlier. I remember that name in specific. Yeah, I heard it. I thought you had requested it, to be honest. So maybe I was just off. This hair didn't make it in properly into the ponytail. Devastating. All right, that's fine. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. That's amazing. That's what I'm saying. Same, but different. Ooh. It's like the vibes that the Dresden dolls used to have before everything became very not okay with the Dresden dolls and Amanda Palmer. Thank you, K-Dog. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. I have to section off more hair now. We're getting to the point where it's probably just like, you know, really like big lump on the top of the wig. So this is going to be weird. Oh, no, there's still some. Oh, they're going to be weird left section. Okay. All right. They're a little bizarre, but that's fine. I didn't get enough wefts last time, so I'm going to try to section off more this time. But they're like, feel thick like now. So this might take me a while. One, go with five. Five's going to be way too many, but the wig is like heavily sewn together onto this lace. I have to be careful. Okay. That's a lot of hair. Yeah. Sewn so weird on the top. You guys can't really see. You see how like sectioning it off and then there's this weird gap, but then it's sewn really close to this line so that there's like two weird wefts of that. I don't like that, but I think it should be fine. I could probably rip them out fine. But I wanted this to be kind of a chill wig without a lot of crazy upkeep, so Probably just gonna leave it the way it is. Like playlist. If you don't feel weird about posting your playlists on the channel in the music channel, feel free to do that. But if you'd rather just privately send them, totally understood. Trying to make sure. That's my name. Ah, I see. Understood then. Protect your privacy. I think that that's fair, Kybe. With their MP3, that's my favorite way. Sad I won't be going to Anime Expo. Oh, that's okay. This is only my second year going. I like Anime Expo. I think it's fun. And also, I like that Mega 64 is there every year. But it's not the only convention in the world. Everyone I usually go with, but they moved away. Ah, that mommy voice. What the fuck does that mean, Sam? What are you talking about? Better be talking about that song. Could not be me you're speaking of. Fine, come down there and smack you upside the head. I know where you live. Who suggested this? Oh, Star said this was a Maple song. This fucking rules. Oh my god, this is awesome. Yes. All you need to do is ara. Just shut up. Don't say shit like that. Gonna make people think that I'm gonna start doing anime voices. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The wig twisted when I didn't want it to. Rat tail comb, I need you. There we go. I think that I got it all sectioned. Yeah. Thank God I have all these alligator clips, or I would not be able to manage the hair in this wig very well. Okay. Ignore the front of the wig. You have banjo voice good to go? Yuck. It's just a lot of that, right? I'm gonna ooh. 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 That's what Tootie sounds like. But it's not Tootie Kazooie, you know? I can wahe. Not a good wahe. My banjo is no good. And neither is my kazooie, obviously. How many gift subs for an ara? 20. 20 gift subs. You putting in the BB nose? I love calling him BB Nose. Not anywhere near what his actual name is. Spotify really said, no. A newer song. I'm on that antidepressants. All right. We are good to go now. Yeah. I'll put on check when the time comes. God, these shit. There's so many short baby hairs. I hate it. What are you even here for? Links are better. Yeah. Links are always 100% better. Which is annoying, but the links do be working better. Man, you guys really are into the electronic sound in music, huh? If you hit share on Apple Music, it usually has a drop down and will still let you select a Spotify link. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it's true of Tidal and Spotify. And I can't imagine Apple is dumb enough to be that different. There's a lot of women singing. I just noticed that. I say after literally listening to a man sing the last song. You guys just like female voices, which is interesting. For me, anyway. Yeah, because Spotify is still free in a browser. I like this music. The music is very good. Sorry, I don't have a lot to say while I'm working on this wig. I usually have more stuff to say out loud. This is my song too. Did you also suggest this song? Did you request this song? No shot you requested this. Oh, this is your song that Thor requested. This song is very good. I like the music a lot in the background. Once your song has played, Zoink, your requests reset. You just have to wait until the songs that you played go through the queue. And then you have songs again, just so you know. Selling song requests. The vocalist is also the drummer. Oh, I love that. That's a vibe. Literally 100 channel points and you're like, I'm selling them. Who wants them? Anytime the drummer sings in the band, I am 10,000 times more impressed than I was when they weren't the drummer in my mind. Aaron Gillespie from Under Oath, singing while he's drumming, doing the most important part in the band, and also singing, bananas. I don't know how you guys feel about musicians, but truly, being the drummer is the most important part of any band. And I will die on that hill for drummers everywhere. Literally, the band will sound like poopy garbage if the drummer isn't able to keep tempo for them. Drummer has the hardest job, and then you want to add an equally hard job by also being the singer. Insanity. People are superheroes. Those people have a superpower that I will never possess. Cries and basses. Listen, I am also a guitarist, so it isn't like I'm calling myself very important. Playing any instrument is incredibly impressive. Don't let me tell you that playing any instrument isn't impressive. But go off, hardcore. But playing the drums, most important part of any band. It just is. You can't keep tempo right for the rest of the band, it all falls apart. Sign of a good show is whether or not the drummer kept everyone in time with them the entire show. God. The hair feels terrible until I crimp it too. That's the other thing. This shiny garbage, I don't like. It looks like a cheap wig. And like, for what it's worth, this probably was a cheap wig when I bought it. I don't remember when or where I bought it. But giving it the texture from the crimper just makes it so much nicer, personally, for me. It just feels better. It gets rid of a lot of the shine, too, which is nice. It's just not silly plastic on my head at that point. Monoko! Good song, good song, good song. Thor is my best friend now, that is all. Shit, was I even in the running? Drums are just louder. We should start a band. If I had time to be in a band, oh my god. That would be sick. I barely have time for my own shit. Sucks. Alright. Dave and the Lynx. Time is the only preventer. I mean, time is a big preventer for a lot of things. Aw, that was so nice of you, Thor. Holy shit. No wonder you and Kai be your best friend. Shit. That is very sweet of you. Okay. Oh, I'll get it. Flip. Time is just made up. It's true. Time is an illusion and it's not real. And we, as humans, made it up. Scam? I want us to change it. Oh, this is Pink Pony Club. It's true. This song having the different lyrics is very funny. Pink Pony Inn. What a parody. Anyone have the urge to consume candles? Like texture wise, it depends on how they smell. I have wanted to bite into a candle a time or two, but they were shaped like things that looked like food. Okay. Like I know that says Santa Monica right there. She's singing lyrics. Got me caught off guard. I I can't sing along with it because the lyrics are different. I gotta stop. Great song. I get why she got so popular so quickly. Because listen, I too Have wanted to be down in West Hollywood, dancing with the girlies. Bunch of fucking weirdos. What the hell? Did you guys get Superman tickets? I haven't been to the movie theater in so long, Sam. I do want to see it. That's the thing about it, though. I really want to see it. I think that it's actually going to be good this time around. Instead of whatever the hell's been happening with Superman the last several times they've made a movie with him. I'm sorry. I hated Man of Steel. I don't know anybody that actually truly was like, oh no, that was a good movie. Did we watch the same movie? Because I certainly did not like that movie. You know what was going on well in that movie? He had two dads! And both of them were Robin Hood in other movies. Kevin Costner and Russell Crowe, both Robin Hood. That's fucking sick. Other than that, that movie didn't have anything going for it. That's a crazy sentence, Soot. I like didn't know how to take what you had said at first. Okay. All right. I feel like every time you check in chat, you say something unhinged and then disappear. What a different, what an interesting. Hideo Kojima, am I listening? It's the Soothsayer. Can you start calling yourself that? Soothsayer? Zoink, sometimes the app is just goofed up. Don't worry, your songs are in the queue. The app is just kind of doo-doo garbage at times. I see Alisana, and I know you put them in here, so don't even worry. They're there. Welcome, Max. Hello, hello. I know, I remember when you told me that while I was playing Get to Work, and I was like, wow, I haven't heard anyone talk about Alisana. I used to go down that street all the time in Baltimore. This is such a crazy vibe. You guys know what I mean, though? It sounds like something Hideo Kojima put into a video game. It's playing right now. I'm listening to it. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's on right now, June. I was commenting that it sounds like it's from a Hideo Kojima. Straight up, it just sounds like it's in the new Death Stranding. That's what the vibe it gives me. God, I can't wait to play the new Death Stranding game. Did you guys like the first one? Back to the void. All right, see you later, Soot. Oh. If it's awful, it will get skipped. That's true. If I personally can't stand it, it will get skipped. Or if it was an accident, like one of Biggie's was, then it would get. Also, has anybody here watched K-pop Demon Hunters? Oh, it's North Lane. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys fuck with North Lane, but holy shit. Good band. Good band. Oh, Kybe. It's so good. I watched it yesterday with a friend. We had been planning this for like 2 weeks now, trying to get together. We were supposed to watch with a third, but she couldn't make it. It was very devastating for both of us. And she was like, just watch it without me. It's my fault. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. The only time I have to watch it, so like I'm gonna watch it. Oh my god. It's so good. Like, genuinely, if you like K-pop or you've liked anything that Kybe has shared with us, go watch this movie. It was so good. K-pop Demon Hunters is fantastic. The girl band that leads the movie is so good. They're so fun. It's called K-pop Demon Hunters. The little sidekicks were such a fantastic idea. The villains are fantastic. The story's just good. Everyone has like their own little unique personality. There's a couple of things that I would say I wish that they had done more with. Like one of the girls in specific sings in the very first song like I'm from Korea, but I'm also from California, and like I really expected them to like go into that a little bit more, and they never brought it up again. Just that like she felt like she was between two different worlds, being like of two different heritages and cultures. And I thought that they would explore that a little bit more, and they didn't. That is like my small weird gripe about a 10 out of 10 fantastic movie. It's a fun emote. It's a good one. I was very excited to get Bonking Dave. The first sketch I got, I don't know if I'll ever show you guys, and I don't know if the artist would be okay with me showing her sketches like that, so I'm gonna err on the side of caution on that one. Was Dave getting bonked? If only the mic wasn't so far from Lacey's face. I thought it was pretty close to my face for what that's worth. I was leaning into it even, but fair enough. But yeah, the original sketch that the artist that did the emotes sent me was of Dave getting bonked, and I was like, no, I don't want Dave getting bonked. I want Dave bonking. And she understood and was super prompt getting it back to me. I thought it was great. No! Hive mind, hive mind. I want big Dave bonks in chat. Giant bonk, giant bonk. I'm gonna get Dave a little bonk stick. Incredible. It's all Titan's fault. You know what? He's not here. So it only slightly can be his fault if we're being honest. Are you going to Anime Expo, by the way? Two tiny bonks. I love it. We got ding ding and no, sad. Why not? What the hell? You're missing out. So good. You can always find a way to blame me or Titans for things. Part of your streamer powers. Okay. Then it is Titan's fault. How dare he? I have family from Mexico visiting. Oh, that's true. It is a holiday, so. That's fair. You're gonna miss out, though. There's gonna be so many good things going on. Ooh, I like that one. She's cute. I don't know who that is, but she's cute. Oh! Architects, such a good band. They're so good. It's true. Canada Day's tomorrow? Well, happy early Canada Day. You got tickets for LA Comic Con? Perfect. I really want to go. That's where we met last year, was at LACC, so I feel like I must go. I want to see Matthew Lillard so bad. You have no idea. Sam, the entire cast of Scream is going to be there. Matthew Lillard and Skeet. I was like, oh, I need to be there. Scream is literally one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Enjoy MCR for me. Enjoy my chem without me. I don't know if you told me Matthew Lillard, though. I think I just started pogging and freaking out at you about that in specific. And Charlie Cox, who I would really like to meet. Did you post the Scream thing? I don't remember that part. I know you posted the guest list, but I think I'd already looked at it, and then they must have just coincided. Is that what it was? Yeah. My memory's bad, Sam. I probably did not take in what you were trying to tell me, if I'm being honest. I was just like, Matthew Lillard. I love that guy. Because that's how things happen. You've heard it here. Streamer doesn't know how to read. It's the hair fumes. It's all the melting plastic. What days are you streaming this week? Do you know? Tuesday and Wednesday. I will be at the convention on Thursday. Convention starts Thursday. And I will also be at the convention on Saturday. So you were only getting 2 streams this week until you requested your bonus stream day was today.
Didn't ask.
All right, Maple. Someone did ask, sir. No Friday? I never stream on Friday. I don't do Friday streams. What you talking about? IRL stream? No, thank you. I am not ready for an IRL stream like that. Especially at Anime Expo. That's just asking for trouble.
My disappointment is immeasurable,
I'm sorry.
and my day is ruined.
I'm sorry. I did like a short. Warg will know. Warg was there. I don't remember who else was there. But I did like a really short IRL stream when I was cosplaying as Sonic at at LA Comic Con. But that's the only time I've ever streamed at a convention because it makes me a little uncomfy. We need your screams at MCR. I wish. I wish. Tickets were too expensive. I couldn't afford to go. And like, to be perfectly honest, they went down a lot in price because the same tickets I wanted the first day are still available. The tickets that I wanted are still available. And they went from $800 to $200, which is a crazy deal if you think about it. But I don't want to pay $200. Hell no. Your girl's too fucking old. She needs a seat. She will perish in the sun. If I,
Oh, good question. Mommy Lynxicat usually uses a soft brush to keep me looking spiffy. For deeper cleans, she gently hand washes me with a mild soap. Always remember, no machine washing or else I might lose my plushness.
That's true,
Stay
Dave.
Bear Teifel.
What? I don't understand what he said at the end. New critter pick in IRL. Okay, hold on. Let me get through with this hair piece and then I'll look. Stereotype. Stereotype. I don't know what that word he said meant. I'm sure it was good, though. It was like a good pun. Dave likes telling puns. like this song too, Maple. I'm not happy about the venue. Yeah, it being a Dodger Stadium is actually insane. Never in life have I thought, open air theater coliseum type seating for a concert in the middle of summer. That'll go over really well. The people will really like doing. No, dumb. Fucking God. Maybe it's too much to ask for them to go to SoFi. I don't know if SoFi hosts concerts or not, but Dodger Stadium is a terrible place to go see a show. Like, there's not a bad seat anywhere, if we're being perfectly honest. I think it would be fantastic seating-wise. There is no AC. Everything is way overpriced, including the seats you sit in. It's not a good place to see a concert at all. I think people are going to get really hot really fast, and it's going to be a lot of people falling out. Well, the old men on stage also suffer because it will be too fucking hot out there. Oh! The cat on your doggo! I love that picture. They look so peaceful together. That's so sweet. Seating at Dodgers, I saw Guns N' Roses and it sucked. It sucks. But yeah, I did think about getting tickets, obviously, because we talked about it when tickets went on sale. We were both in the fucking queue or whatever. I saw that those tickets were $800 and I went, I can watch all my heroes sell a car on TV. And I was just like, I am not giving Gerard Way $800. Sorry. He's rich. He doesn't need my money. He has so much of my money from the past. It's also the dynamic Ticketmaster pricing. I think that going through LiveMaster for any band is ridiculous. A band that I do not support anymore, and I don't think that anybody should, but that is neither. You know what? It doesn't even matter who the band is. A band I used to really fuck with that went away for a while and unfortunately came back, and I really wish they hadn't. Not My Chemical Romance, though I do wish that they had also not come back, even though they're my favorite band of all time. Sometimes it's okay to not do reunions. I'm just saying. But a band I really used to fuck with would do small shows at clubs, and they were too big. They were too big to play at these shows, right? So like scalpers would go crazy. So they did this thing during the first time that they ever did a tour like this, where if your name was not on the ticket when you picked it up, because you only could get will call at these shows. This is really important to what it was. If your name was not on the ticket at will call, you were not getting. The dog scared me. You were not getting into the show. They only wanted people that wanted to come see them to get tickets. So like scalpers couldn't resell tickets because you couldn't get in with a ticket that didn't have your name on it. And I wish that more bands did that. I wish more Brothers of Destruction went. Be crazy. AFI is about to tour. Do they have a new album coming out? You had to make the line outside the venue, buy tickets. I used to love that shit. I used to go to Hex. R.I.P. Hex, by the way. The only department store I liked as a child going into. But you would have to walk into the back of the Hex and go to the Ticketmaster booth in the back of the department store and ask, can I get tickets for XYZ concert, please? And they would tell you a general price of the ticket and then tell you where you were going to sit. And if you didn't like that, they would search for you. And I loved going and getting my tickets printed out at a Ticketmaster location, but they don't do that now. And it's so hard to buy things to go see shows. Such a bummer. They've made enjoying art inaccessible, and it's really a big shame. This is a crazy song. What does that mean? Looks like a new album coming out soon. Oh, love that for AFI. They've gone through so many different genre changes. It's wild. Yeah, I could have told you Warped Tour was gonna suck. What a cash grab for a bunch of people that shouldn't be supported on a lineup full of people that just don't give a fuck about their. Have you seen the videos of Danny Worsnop from Asking Alexandria literally not singing their songs and just standing around in a black fucking hoodie, not doing anything on stage while the backing song plays and he doesn't have to do anything? I'd hope for like, oh no, that's a When We Were Young thing. Warped Tour can't afford My Chemical Romance. Dead ass, Warped Tour can't afford that shit anymore. And honestly, I really wish that they hadn't brought Warped Tour back. It's not the same. And I just, such a weird vibe now. Maybe it's because I was there during like the like really, really good years of Warped Tour before it went actually completely to shit, but there's just certain things from the past that nostalgia bait people our age and make them think it'll be like it was when they were, you know, teenagers, and they're just never right. And I think that it's such a scummy tactic to do that to people. It's a shame. I never got to go. I was excited, but not even like Paramore or Big Band. And like it's because those bands are too big to yeah, those bands are too big to be a part of Warped Tour, even if Warped Tour was still going on today. Like, it's not their scene anymore. And that's fine. The fact that there are certain bands that were too big for a Warped Tour is phenomenal. That's the kind of shit you only could wish for back then. Warped Tour is like a jumping off point, right? Like, My Chemical Romance was on Warped Tour twice, right? My Chemical Romance was not on Warped Tour at the end. They went 2 times. One time, famously, you can see a video of Gerard Way before he got clean with his pants falling down on stage, not being able to, you know, sing the songs because he had not gotten clean. He was in like a weird relapse, and that was sad for him. And then the second time, he made everybody sing him happy birthday every single date of Warped Tour. I know, because I was at multiple dates of Warped Tour that year, because My Chemical Romance was there. And it's just like, that happened twice. And it's like when I hear songs like The Rock Show by Blink-182 and they're like, I can't wait for summer and the Warped Tour. It's like, okay, Blink-182 was also on Warped Tour, like, not any of the years I ever went. They were before my time, and I'm pretty sure Blink-182 was only on Warped Tour once. So I think a lot of people just don't remember, like, the history of the bands that were on Warped Tour or how many times they were on Warped Tour, because a lot of those bands outgrew Warped Tour almost immediately because they just were too big. One of the years I went was the last year that Avenged Sevenfold played. That was cool. I met Avenged Sevenfold that year. But, like, the bands that were staples of Warped Tour were, like, MXPX, Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake, like, those kind of bands. So, in my mind, when they brought back Warped Tour, which, again, I don't think that they should have because it's a nostalgia bait, it should have been those kind of bands. But, you know. I'm happy for people like Scene Queen and Honey Revenge that get to do Warped Tour now that it's past, like, their time. And they get to go out there and do their thing. But, like, a lot of those people should not even be allowed to get on stage and be supported because of what they did at the OG Warped Tour. But it is what it is. It was when they came back a few years ago. He came out in the cheerleader costume. My first time. Oh, Revenant. Thank you for the fun. I'm usually not sitting over here, so usually Cody Rhodes isn't over my face. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. They should bring Black Ass Club 7. I think that there's people that
Ryan.
Thank you for the 1,000. Whoa. That is a crazy generous first chat. Thank you so much. What an announcement in the chat. That's crazy. Anywho, back to what I was saying about Warped Tour. I am so shocked. We're not doing wheel spins today. That's it. Zoink, we're not doing wheel spins today. Oh, fuck yeah. Sev, so real for putting this in chat. I love this song so much. But yeah, like the bands that did Warped Tour every year were like Really Estates, Pierce the Veil for about this much time, Hands Like Houses. No, there's no wheel. It's Zoink, it's in the pinned message at the top of the chat. What are you talking about? Uh-huh. Yeah, on the floor, so take it off, take it off. Me. Cause I get what I want and I like what I see. It's been mentioned a few times. Zoink, you're gonna get timed out, brother. Don't make me time you out. I like you, but you're testing me, man. Alright. I was hoping for a big band due to the nostalgia and the prices. That's a when we were young thing, though. You know what I mean? Silly. We're jamming out. It's true, we're jamming. What I do, and I really appreciate the donations. That's unbelievably cool. So excited for tomorrow. I get to hang out with my friend. Oh, you're going to Salem? Oh, no, just the friend you're going to Salem with. And it's for real, so you are doing Salem tomorrow, or you're just seeing the friend you're going to Salem with? Okay. Jamming with peanut butter. Salem smells? I've never been to Salem. Biggie, come on, man. Salem is next year. Okay, I was gonna say, because you were talking about how that was a big expense. What a crazy message, Biggie. But yeah, the thing that you should go to instead of Warped Tour is When We Were Young, and really I wouldn't even suggest going to When We Were Young, but that's because there's bands on those lineups that I don't think should be supported anymore. Womp womp. But they'll sue you if you say that, so take what you want from that. You went to the first one? How was it? I had a couple people that were like, oh man, are you gonna come? And I was just like, no. Like, it looks like fun, but the people that asked me to go were people that were playing When We Were Young, and I was just like, that's such a weird thing in my past that I just don't even my parents called me up and were like, did so-and-so ask if you wanted to go to that thing? And I was like, yeah, but I don't really want to hang out with those people anymore. It's such a thing that's not a part of my life anymore. I still love all that music. I listen to The Used and My Chemical Romance and tons of bands from that time. Matchbook Romance is the big one. If Matchbook Romance got back together and did a Your Stories, My Alibis tour, I would pay a lot. I would pay good fucking money to see that show. And that's not a joke. I love that album so much, it's not even funny. So, that's a band that I would love to pay money to go see again. But, there's just not a lot of bands that I missed growing up. Man, I put the shirt away. Shit. I was going to show you. I literally packed away a shirt the other day that I had signed in person by the bands. And it was Sugar Cult, My Chemical Romance, The Used, kind of. It wasn't Burt McCracken. Everybody else but Burt. So, basically no one. Census Fail, Under Oath, Kill Switch Engage, and then there was one other band. Under Oath. Did I say Under Oath already? Anyway, they all signed the back of this shirt, and I got it hand signed when I was 12 years old, standing out in the cold one year. Because my dad was just cool and would take me to go do shit like that. Like, I've seen all those bands. Muse is one for me. Saw in like 2012, really worth. Muse is fantastic. I saw them open for My Chemical Romance once. And I believe I went and saw them a second time. But the Matt Bellamy, that's his name, the front man of Muse, he does this crazy guitar solo at the end of the first show I ever saw them at. And it was legitimately like so crazy. I have the set list somewhere from that night because I took it, because that's a thing you do at shows is you take the set list. And he was really good. Watching like a 12-minute guitar solo from Matt Bellamy was fucking wild. Your songs are in the queue, I promise, Zoink. It's so funny that you specifically can't get your queue up. Biggie chose this. This is a Biggie request. So intense. Okay. Hello? MCR came out in the I'm Not Okay video, but old man prosthetics at when we were young. I saw that. Like, I follow all that stuff, and like, I don't know if you guys have seen like the big rumor that was going around is that like Gerard broke up My Chemical Romance without telling people. Wow, what a jerk. And I'm like, I was fucking there. And you know how I know? I was at, this makes me so mad. I was at 2012 Bamboozle. I saw the last My Chemical Romance show. As far as I'm concerned, that was the last My Chemical Romance show. I've seen them since then, obviously. I went and saw them at the Kia Forum and a couple other places. But like, that show, I remember standing there. I was having a terrible day. My boyfriend and I had a fight that day. It was this whole fucking thing. I was standing there in the middle of New Jersey crying. I was crying leaving the show because I had like a bad fucking day. And I was like, I have to stay for My Chemical Romance. They're my favorite band. I love them. I need to stay. And I'm literally crying, like not yards, like, you know, like a mile away from this show, right? And it was just like, I remember watching the show and being like, this is really bad. Like, they're miserable. The people that are working their sound are doing a terrible job. They looked like they were tired and done. And I was like, wow, I can't believe how sad they look. If you watch back to that My Chemical Romance show in particular, because they weren't even supposed to play that show. Blink-182 dropped off of the set for some fucking reason. And My Chemical Romance are from New Jersey. Bamboozle was in New Jersey, so they did it. And it was just like, I remember last show, or the last song of the night was Helena. They played it. A band came on after them. I don't remember who else was the headliner that year because I didn't fucking stay and I drove 4.5 hours back to DC. And I remember listening to Helena and like playing it, or not playing, singing it, and like crying and being like, that was just so sad. It, like, they seemed miserable. I was miserable when I left that show. And I remember the next year, 2013, and Gerard was like, My Chemical Romance is broken up and it's done. And he was like, our last show was that Bamboozle. Skip this one. This is the one you didn't. Got you. And like, I remember thinking that was a sad way to go because they didn't seem happy. And reading that thing on the website that Gerard posted and just being like, none of us had a good time and it was miserable. And we were going to quit when it wasn't fun anymore. And it's just like, why come back? I don't know. The people that are on this weird copium of like MCR5 is real. And it's like, you weren't fucking there in 2012 when I like mourned the death of this band that meant so much to me and thought, you know what? This is okay. If they're on, if Gerard in specific is unhappy and like Paper Kingdoms was really like tearing them apart that way and they were having a miserable time making the album together, like I hope it never comes out. I don't want Paper Kingdoms to come out because of how miserable the experience was the first time. Like, what a cursed album. It's the same thing where it was like, if Conventional Weapons ever comes out, the band is over. Conventional Weapons came out. I have I just hit myself in the face. Conventional Weapons came out, and then the band was over. And I thought that was a perfectly fine ending. But, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get mad about it again. I literally have Bob's action figure and his signature on more than one shirt I own. So, you know, it's sad what happened with Bob. So I gotta like check in on people even if you don't think that they deserve it or you know. That's a great example of you should still check up on people even when things aren't how they used to be. Because what a sad way to go. Ivy. Yes, go on. Oh, I have pictures with My Chemical Romance. That's okay. That's where the hair flap is. Skin flap. See that? See how it's really light right there? There's a skin-colored flap at the top of the wig. I'm sectioning it off. They're packed away. I already packed them because I'm moving. You lost 32 pounds? That's amazing, Kaibi. That's so good. Congratulations. To where? I'm still going to be in LA. I'm just moving out of this apartment because I can't do the air conditioning anymore. Because that's what I'm working with is this weird skin-colored flap on the top of my wig. It's just true. I like this song. I don't know where I've heard that before or if you suggested it, Biggie, but I do like the vibe of that song. And this is also you. And those of you who wanted to get in your song requests immediately did it, and then you didn't have song requests anymore because your songs weren't going through. Sorry. I'm gonna do this sunset thing, but I realized I just wanted pink. Next will be all pink. How is the purple and the blue fading from your hair? I feel like anytime I've had blue hair in the past, it's gone silver, and it's never like a silver. I have no idea. It's never a silver I like on myself. So I am curious how your hair has faded. I always do like demi-permanent or semi-permanent hair colors when I do them. And I feel like this hair color that I've been doing for the longest and most consistent amount of time is good, but some of my older hair colors just did not vibe. I remember my second concert of AFI, I was holding Davey in the air. Haven't showered since then. This is also not what you requested? Skipping it then. Interesting. Whatever this is, I like it. Oh, I didn't get a lot of hair from this back part. Crazy. I got like 4 wefts. What the fuck? Confusion. It's still crazy vibrant. Oh, wow, it really is. MCR broke up. Thrice went on an indefinite hiatus. It was. I went to that farewell tour, and it was so tilting when they came back. I was like, "What the hell?" My 2 favorite bands were gone. I still like the newer Thrice, but it's not quite the same. MCR, I would have been okay with it being their end. Their music still lives with me every day. I'm excited I managed to get tickets of them in Chicago, though. Hey, and like, I love that for people. I love that so. I'm gonna hold up. I have seen My Chemical Romance a double-digit number of times. Now, I'm going to hold up a number with my hand, and I'm not going to tell you what number it is in the sequence of numbers, but I'm going to let you infer, all right, from how many times I saw My Chemical Romance before they broke up, not including the time I've seen them since they've been back. This is the number in a double-digit number. I will let you decide if this is the first or the last number. Take what you want from this number, though. So, like, I'm still mad that Thrice came back after that farewell tour because they literally had everyone vote on, like, what the set list would be, what like the good, like, like the last hurrah we all had would be with Thrice, and they played literally every single hit. Thank you, Carrot, for the follow. I appreciate it. 777 times. Can you imagine? But like, it's just, it feels very like, hey, that wasn't cool when they come back. My copy of Beggars is signed by Thrice, and I was like, this is precious to me because I thought Thrice was never coming back. And they come back, and I was like, what the hell? What do you mean? Anyway, it's okay when bands break up. And I get that there's a lot of people that didn't get to see My Chemical Romance the first time, but like, oh, you have it. Beggars is such a good album. The Artist in the Ambulance is probably still my favorite just because that's what I, like, that was my first introduction to them. But Beggars is so good. It's so good. Yeah. What the helly? Thankfully, they came back because I never had a chance to see them as a teenager. I fucking cried. When I saw My Chemical Romance come back, now this makes me sound like a hypocrite. When I saw My Chemical Romance when they came back, they walked on stage, and I instantly, at the Kia Forum, with water parks. I didn't even live in LA, by the way, when I went to this show. So that should tell you how crazy I am that I came all the way out here to see water parks and Midtown open up for My Chemical Romance at one show. But yeah, My Chemical Romance started to come out on stage. That's a good pull. I also love that Thrice album. Yeah. My Chemical Romance came out on stage, and I cried for the next 45 minutes of the set. And the person that was there with me was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm just so emotional. I'm just so happy. It was like a whole thing. So it's not like I wasn't excited to see them or anything. Like, I loved feeling like, don't cry. Don't get really emotional and cry about a thing that already happened. I just felt like a kid again. I felt like the same 12-year-old that saw them all those years ago when I first met Gerard Way. I met him, and like, this is so funny because sometimes my dad will tell this story because my dad was there with me. I was 12 years old. Of course he was. But like, I got so excited that Gerard Way was in, because I'm a 12-year-old kid. He was my hero. He was my idol, like, and all that. And my dad goes, he was so excited that I was so excited that he asked me for the hug. And my dad's in the background going, oh my God, it's dude. It's dude. He called everyone dude. I remember we were walking through Bamboozle one year. Not the last year. One of the early years of Bamboozle where My Chemical Romance played. And Frank Iero walked past us and my dad goes, hey, it's dude. And Frank stopped in his tracks and turned around and went, hey, it's you. Because my dad always yelled, it's dude, it's dude. And he like literally backtracked to say hi to my dad. So like, I saw My Chemical Romance a lot growing up. Like I literally grew up with them being that band. And then the Black Parade came out and they blew the fuck up. So then they were everybody's band. And it was this really cool thing to see them just like go from the worst live band you've ever heard live. And I'm not too proud to admit that my favorite band was bad in concert the first couple of times I saw them. But then they became the most polished, wonderful musical experience you could ever go see. With like great set design. Everyone was so into it. And then it was unfortunate what happened at that last Bamboozle. But like, it was just crazy to be there through the whole thing. During the Black Parade tour, I was so excited to see them one more time. And I get to take my son. Oh, see, that's sweet. And I do love that. But I do wish they hadn't come back. But I get that everyone's really excited to like, it's the same thing as like showing your kid like Aladdin for the first time, right? Because like I loved Aladdin growing up. And like, I'm at the point where if I wanted to have like a small child, I could. Age-wise, I'm not going to. You thought Circa Survive was bad? Oh, I love Circa Survive. I think Anthony Green is so good live. There were times where he was bad, and I'm willing to admit that, but I don't know that I've ever seen like a truly bad Circa Survive show, so that's shocking to hear for me. That's crazy. That's wild. A band that was really bad when I saw them the first time. Everyone is always like, you're fucking lying to me. Fall Out Boy was terrible for a really long time. I thought Fall Out Boy was awful live. And then when they came back with, what was that album called? Save Rock and Roll or something like that? They were good. They were good. It was like they finally like got over themselves and learned how to fucking play their instruments. Which is so sad to say. But Fall Out Boy was terrible live for a really long time. And then they were like so far removed from being Fall Out Boy that they like became genuinely phenomenal musicians. But yeah, I'd never heard anybody say that about Circa Survive, so that's really shocking for me. Another band that's never coming back. Indefinite hiatus. That's the thing, and this is always a shame. Adam Lazzara has always been bad. That's the thing about Taking Back Sunday. You're not there because they're good. Adam Lazzara also was never meant to be the lead singer of the band. So take that the way you want it. But yeah. Adam Lazzara is the front man because of the vibes, not because he's a phenomenal singer. Oh, I love Taking Back Sunday. I once won a contest to go play ping pong with them backstage at a show. Billy Talent was one of those other ones where it's like, you went because of the vibes, not because they were a good band. But I do like Billy Talent. Band I want to see is Atreyu. Love Atreyu. Love Atreyu. They're great live. But again, I'm also looking at this as someone who like saw a lot of these bands grow up and become, oh, Funeral for a Friend, so good. Who grew up and like watched these bands like evolve over time and become good bands. So I have a different, like, I guess, opinion on how like they are as musicians. People are always shocked to hear me say that I just don't think that Blink-182 is very good live, and it's because Travis Barker drums too fast. But like, you're going there because it's a good time. Not necessarily because the band is phenomenal. The one time I saw Blink-182 before they broke up the first time, crazy to think about all these bands that broke up and came back. No Doubt opened up for Blink-182 at the show I went to, and I thought, wow, Gwen Stefani is so phenomenal. And then to have Blink-182 come out and not hold a candle to her stage presence was wild. When No Doubt was opening for Blink-182. But, yeah. I used to live in Mexico City. All during that era was hard to see. MTV was top 10 was the closest thing. Did you have MTV2 though? At least it was like a channel I didn't know a lot of people having growing up, and I remember hearing like almost all the bands I liked on MTV2 or on Fuse. I mostly watched Fuse growing up. By the time I discovered it. MTV, the original, was the best. Ah, fair. I used to go see Rise Against a lot, but their newer stuff changed way too much for me. That's fair. The stuff I listen to now is such a weird difference from the stuff I listened to then, even though, again, same, but different. Yeah, the Bardcore from Thor has been really good, Steve. But, yeah, no, I listen to, like, Modern Baseball, a band that's never coming back, and The Front Bottoms, and Hot Mulligan, like, all, and Joyce Manor, who I'm very much back into. And, like, it's the same thing as listening to all the bands I've listened to the entire time I've grown up and stuff. Like, some of them would make a killing on Warped Tour right now if Warped Tour was still around. Again, glad Warped Tour will never come back the same way it was when I was a teenager, but actually when I was a child, preteen, teenager, adult, because I started going when I was like, first time I went was in the 4th grade, so I was 9. My first Warped Tour was when I was 9 years old. And I didn't stop going until I was like 22, I want to say. And then Warped Tour died. Wow. So that was like my whole childhood, right? And adult years. My formative years were made at Warped Tour is what I'm trying to say. So I guess I just have a different viewpoint than other people do, because I was there through all of it. I was there through the venue changes. I was not there when the front porch step shit went down. I had already given up on Warped Tour at that point, so glad I didn't stick around for the downfall. Because fuck front porch step. Is it Monoko time? Oh, no, it's not. Damn, we were close. I've never heard the beginning of this song. Ah, I'm so sorry. What cosplay am I working on? Banjo-Kazooie. You know, it's gonna be really sad if something ever comes out about this guy. Oh, thank you for the follow, dude. He just seems like I've heard his song with Smosh. Didn't you ask me that yesterday? The other day? Oh yeah, I've seen it. You think there's other people doing their con crunch, just sitting around crimping a wig? Or am I the only idiot that saved their wig for last? Newest song has Iron Mouse in it. Oh, that's cool. These were all the Warped Tour stories. I never got to go, but I like hearing all this cool stuff. Yeah, I worked catering a couple of years. How I met the Devil Wears Prada. I did merch a bunch of years. I went some years, obviously, as a child before I met any bands. So I have a lot of Warped Tour memories. I kept a lot of memorabilia from those days. I kept wristbands for a lot of the special days in particular. Because, God, if I kept every single wristband I ever got at a show, because wristbands are so much easier to print out than lanyards. Not lanyards, I'm sorry. Little passes, like physical, like plastic passes. Oh, when they finally started doing stickers at shows that you just slapped on your pants or your shirt or whatever so you could get back into the areas you were trying to get to, that was a game changer at shows for me. Not having to wear something around like your belt loop or fucking put on a wristband. Oh, those were good times. I heard All I Wanted when they played it live for the first time. Haley does have a nice voice. You know what? I'll just keep that opinion to myself. Never mind. I don't like Paramore. I do not like Paramore. I am so sorry, everybody. Probably one of the few people to ever say that out loud, but yeah, not for me. Nope, not at all. Is there drama? Yes. But I can't tell you. Hello. Welcome. I'm not doing too bad. How are you? You can skip them. If you wanted them, there's no here. There's no drama that would make you dislike Paramore. This is personal beef that I have. This is a personal story. Everybody is allowed to like Paramore. I just don't like them. We need a photo shoot where you can hear the tea. Where's the unsub button? You know what? I probably would tell you at a photo shoot. I'm not gonna lie. I probably couldn't tell you everything, but I would tell you as much as I could. Don't say that. Don't put unsub in the chat. How dare you? Currently working on my first cosplay for Anime Expo while listening to your stream. Oh, who are you gonna be at Anime Expo? Tell me. Cosplaying is hard. Now I understand it's Titans. It was never his fault, guys. What the hell? Titans has heard this story, so he knows why I don't like Paramore. I think he thinks it's stupid, but he wasn't there. Cold Kingdom. Oh, why do I know that? Oh, Minoko! Good song. Sarada Uchiha. That's Naruto, right? Naruto's like the one thing I didn't read growing up. No, I'm sorry. Didn't watch growing up. I read some of it in Shonen Jump. And I'm not like super into ninjas. I liked Kakashi because he was a pervy old man trope. But I need the tea sometime. I'm like one of the only people that would ever say they don't like Paramore, so I understand and recognize I am in a minority. I love that other people, you're half right. Shit. Oh, Boruto? Is it Boruto? I know that that was the like sequel to Naruto. I see. I see. So I know even less about your character, but I hope it goes so well. Cosplaying is fun, and I think that everyone should do it at least once. I heard that from dudes. Oh. Am I the only girly that doesn't like Paramore? Just not for me. He's okay. Here's how I feel about it. You are cosplaying from an anime, right? I am cosplaying a video game character, so you are more ready for Anime Expo than I am. You can cosplay whatever you want at Anime Expo, obviously, but I was like, what if I make a video game character? Won't that be fun? A big bear. What if I'm a bear? God, Minoko's songs are so good. I'm sorry, not Minoko's. The gestural music in Expedition 33 is just very good. And Minoko is a gestural. The Warning. I know that name. I don't know why I know that name, though. The band of three sisters from Mexico. Oh. Yeah, I beat Expedition 33. Feel bad about more Paramore? Don't feel bad about it. You didn't know. It's not like you were like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put in a musician she doesn't like. That'll get her. You weren't doing that. Listen. I'm a big girl. I am fully willing to listen to music I don't like sometimes. So unless you truly want me to skip a song because you didn't mean to put it in, that's probably the only reason I will skip it. I just recently finished Shippuden. Is that different than regular Naruto? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't know if there's like Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden and then I think Boruto after that, but again, I don't know a lot about Naruto, so Boruto is the son. No, I knew that part. I didn't know how it went. Like it was Naruto and then okay, very different. I see. I was a Yu Yu Hakusho Yu-Gi-Oh kind of girl growing up. And like, oh, old school Trigun, which is a crazy thing I have to say now. I loved Trigun. I loved Cowboy Bebop. All that stuff was my jam. I'm much more of a cowboy over ninja kind of girly, so. And while Spike Spiegel might be a space cowboy, he's my space cowboy. You know what I mean? All those anime you named are the best. That's because I have good taste. Thank you so much for noticing. Now, there's all the old school anime that was like easily accessible when I was a kid. So like I grew up with that kind of stuff. You've never seen any of those? Oh my gosh. Well, if I had to recommend only one of them for you to see, and this is crazy that I'll say this because Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite out of all of them, absolutely see the original Cowboy Bebop. Don't watch the live action. Watch the original Cowboy Bebop. So many, and actually in Naruto, I know that this is true. Some of the fight scenes in Naruto were frame for frame listed from a fight in Cowboy Bebop. There's a fight scene in Cowboy Bebop. It's one of the most iconic fight scenes of all time, and it has been riffed in so many anime that you've probably seen. And it's worth it. So if you were going to watch any of those old school anime I brought up, Cowboy Bebop is the one to do, I think. But yes, also watch all of them, I agree. Currently, Fruit Basket! Oh. Fruit Basket was my favorite graphic novel growing up. I literally have every volume. I wanted to be Toru Honda. The Doctor, Hitori, was my favorite, and I loved him. His story's so sad. Every story in Fruits Basket is so sad and tragic. And so when I was a kid, I was like, oh man, this is such a cool story. I started watching the revived anime growing up. I cried every episode because I was like, oh no, this is so sad. So good though. So that's a good choice. Fruits Basket is amazing. Are you a Kyo person or a Yuki person? This will tell me everything I need to know about you. It won't, but I am curious. Old is better, but basically different. The remake of the anime was amazing. I have the original OVA of the anime where they change the ending of the anime, which is crazy. So I lived with that for a long time, but that remake of the anime is so stinking good. That's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere with anime. And there's a lot of it. It's so nice because anime is like the remake of the anime was, yeah, see, dude gets it. You understand. But yeah. There's so much anime accessible now, so you're always able to find something to enjoy. I definitely cried at the end of the show. I cried like every episode, so you made it much further without crying than I did. But yeah, Fruits Basket is amazing. There was another one that I used to read in tandem called Hana Ki. It was about this girl who traveled to Japan to be with the volleyball player she had fallen in love with. And so she disguises herself as a boy in an all boys school to be like with him all the time. That was my shit growing up. The ending was very disappointing. How to choose songs? You put in 100 channel points and you can send me a Spotify link and it'll play it. Yes. I have no idea how many songs are left in the queue. We might not get to all of them, so put in a song knowing that we might not get to it at this point. Need to catch up on Demon Slayer. Oh, that last season of Demon Slayer, Titans said it was a whole lot of nothing until the last episode, and someone's never seen a filler season before, but I'm very excited for the movies. I think the movies are going to be so fire. Cowboy Bebop is the most watched. Yeah. Get it. And also, I love Faye in that depiction specifically because I really did not like what they did to her character in the live action. I feel like they took away everything that made Faye Faye in that, and I did not fuck with that. Man, Acoustic Alisana is crazy. Was a Nitsu fan. I'm more excited for him than anything else. That's fair. He loves Nezuko. Therefore, you must be a Nezuko lover as well. Only makes sense. Are you going to cosplay Faye Valentine? I don't know. I've never thought about it because I don't know that I'm that confident in my body to be as not even uncovered because she's like fully covered up, but she's like so sexy, and I don't know if I could pull it off, if that makes sense. I'll be your Joey Wheeler, so I would need to be my Valentine, not Faye Valentine. Hope you can get all your cosplays ready on time. Gotta go. Aw, thank you. Have a great night. I hope I can get my costumes done too. Damn. As long as I keep working at it, I should be fine. You do great. You look amazing. Aw. I'm just so hypercritical of myself. But it be what it do. I can take care of that. I'll be Yugi since he's short. Yugi gets like 6 feet tall when he's the pharaoh. Thank you for lurking. I hope your cosplay continues to come out wonderfully. It will, because you're doing it, and that's all that matters, but the sentiment still stays the same. If I can get all this hair crimped tonight, that will be so nice. I'll be Kaiba. I mean, a crisis, I would like another straight, but that means I have to go downstairs and get it. I say always err on the side of less soda if you can, but if you want that soda, I support you. Who did Talking Heads? It doesn't say. Dang. It gave up on telling me who requested what. Ugh. AC. Off. I feel hot as hell. It's like 5'7" because Joey's still taller. You know what? Fair enough. I just always think of Yami, Yugi as like a big Chad because he gives off that energy. You know what I mean? That big Chad energy. As B. What? Big Egyptian energy. Shit, that's crazy. All right. I need to turn my AC on. It's on. Why am I so hot then? I thought it wasn't on. That's crazy. I have to stand in front of the AC for a second, and then I'll come sit back down. Enjoy the talking heads while I'm gone. Ooh, an Arctic monkey. That kind of sick. I'll just be over here. Okay, that helped. The real fun will be. I never heard of Kuroko no basketball. She's back, scatter. Kid. It is hot. So I'm using this 400 over here, but holy. Act so cool that it makes me able to pull off. It wasn't as hot as yesterday, but still hot. Yes, agreed. It was miserable yesterday. I felt like I was dying. Today's better, but it is supposed to get cooler throughout the week. But I need it to be cool right now. I can't live like this. I do not like it. It was 98 today. Ugh. Awful. Sugar is such a good System of a Down song. Holy. I need more here. What? I'm sorry. Was that not the song you wanted, Zoinkaroos? Party's bum. I got into the point where I need to stand up so that the crimping works. So sorry, you're just looking at half of me. They're in the same priority without moving. I'm guessing there's a glitch. No, it's because the queue keeps moving, so your songs keep going up. Right? Or am I just wrong? I have no idea. The queue's kind of just fucky, too. I wouldn't rely on, it saying if it's in the queue or not. Especially when I won't even tell Zoink his songs are in the queue, but they literally are playing. That's weird. Well, I see some of them in the queue, so... Makes you feel any better. They're there. I just have no idea when they'll show up. If I counted for everybody, that's all we'd be doing. How old is your puppy, by the way? They're a little fella. I know that all corgis are pretty little fellas, but I never know when to stop calling a dog a puppy because, like, there is a moment where you never call your cat a kitten anymore because they're a cat. You know what I mean? So I'm just curious. She turned 1 in January? Oh, so she is a puppy. I love that. My little fellas got to be too big and they turned into cats. It was tragic. I wanted them to be cats forever. Now they are old men. Wow. I love that it doesn't even say in the chat who's requested stuff anymore. Every dog is a puppy. Yeah, but not every cat is a kitty or a kitten. All cats are kitties. But there is a point where, like, cats are no longer kittens. You know what I mean? They are sir or madam. I love that. God, I can't believe I've been doing this for 8 hours now. This is legitimately what I would be doing if you guys weren't here. Think about that. How much more do you think you have on the hair? All of that. All of this I need to do, so a couple more hours. My prediction for when I would get done with the wig was tomorrow, so I'm still on schedule. It's just, God, it takes so long. Like, I know that people probably wouldn't care if my wig were crimped or not, but I care, so I gotta do them to the quality that I like. Ow, it's hot. Going to AX for the first time. Any tips? Ooh. This is my second year. So there's only so much that I know. Take breaks. Oh my God, take breaks. Don't go too early unless you are driving yourself there and you care about getting a really good parking space. Things are going to fill up really quickly. So don't worry too much about that. You don't want to be there the second that the doors open, or you're going to be in one of those Anime Expo videos where everyone's like, there's too many people. No, that happens one time during the day. And then everyone makes it sound like it's going to actually be the whole convention. It's not. Bring cash if you can. I think it sometimes in Artist Alley and in the entertainment hall, like, people's squares don't work and then they have to stop taking credit cards. Taking cash is always a good thing. Take your time figuring out what food to eat because there's going to be so many options. And just, you know, as much as I would like to tell you to go support everybody in Artist Alley, do not go to Artist Alley on Saturday. You will not be able to move in that area and it will be unpleasant. And I know because I felt so claustrophobic and I'm not a claustrophobic person. I couldn't go into Artist Alley on Saturday. It made me very uncomfortable. Like, I just couldn't do it. Look at the panels ahead of time. Make a plan. Look at the map beforehand. If you can figure out a way to write down everything you want, or at least put it, like, into a guidebook app or something. I think Anime Expo also has their own app. If you can make a plan before you ever show up at Anime Expo, you will have a much more cool and calculated and fun experience. And if you see me there, come take a picture with me. I worked really hard on my cosplay. But no, yeah. If you go in, you've looked at the map for where all the booths you want to check out are, and in the specific buildings you want to be in. You check on your panels beforehand, and you make sure to line up. They do not make people leave rooms for panels. So if you want to go to something, make sure you get there early enough to get a seat, or you will not be let in. And absolutely stay hydrated. That's a really big one. People fall out at Anime Expo and just other conventions all the time because they're not thinking about the fact that they need to drink water. So, I don't remember if the convention center lets you bring in empty water bottles or not, so I would look that up. But if you can, bring an empty water bottle to just keep filling it up like crazy. But yeah. Also, just have fun. Conventions are fun. You should be having fun there. A lot of time I forget that myself because it's just like a a trek. Weather looks like the weather's gonna be so much better than last year. I felt like I was dying last year. I was melting in the sun. This year's gonna be great. So you should not have to worry about the weather, which is nice. Ooh. Phoenix seems like hell on earth during the summer. Don't forget to skibbity your toilets and piss in public. Oh my god, Ray. Pretty much. I feel bad for people that live in those areas and there's just not a lot to do about it. The fact that they made cities of asphalt in Arizona is inhumane. I feel bad every time I see a PSA that's like, please don't let your dogs walk on the asphalt. You might have shoes on, but they have to put their feet on it, and it's like 135 degrees on the ground. You're just like, someone help those poor dogs. I feel so bad. Also, the other thing about Anime Expo, be ready to have people hand you a bunch of crap that you're gonna have to carry around. Also, make sure to get those reusable bags. When you get your badge pickup or whatever, or you go through security for the first time, there's going to be reusable bags everywhere with like lanyards and like directory for the convention in them. Pick up as many of those as you can. Because every day they will probably have a different one. Because I got two different ones last year, and I still use those all the time. Their reusable bags are so nice. That's my other thing. Take them reusable bags they are giving away for free. Yeah, they're so nice. If I can find one, let me find one for you after I'm done with this, because they're so nice. I literally put my groceries in these bags all the time. I have like 3 or 4 of them. I like regretted not getting them the first day I went. They're handing them out all the time, and they're not gonna run out of them. All right, where is it? I literally had stuff in it earlier today, even. Like, they're pretty big bags to give away for free, too. Like, and it says Anime Expo on it, so, like, it's like a nice little keepsake, I think. And I have a ton of these. With, like, different little anime that they put on them. And then you just get it. They also have different lanyards. I have 2 or 3 different lanyards from last year that were complimentary and in the bag. So, it's nice. The bag is nice. I put my groceries in it all the time. 100% take advantage of all of the free stuff that everyone is handing out, but a lot of people are going to hand you crap, and it is okay to throw it away. They know that you're going to throw it away. I think. But yeah. The bags rule. I get a bag at every convention I go to because they started handing those out like crazy, and I like them. I got one from Anime Los Angeles, right? Yeah, ALA. Forgot what the acronym was for a second because ALA is not in LA. It is not in LA at all. It is in a different city entirely, actually. But yeah, take advantage of Anime Expo, handing out free stuff. I got some fans last year. That was very nice. You can walk around and fan yourself. I don't know if you're into Honkai, Star Rail, or Genshin Impact, or any of those games, but the Hoyoverse booth hands out free stuff like crazy. So if you're into those games, hit the Hoyoverse booth up. They hand out stuff like crazy. And like make a mental note of all of the different booths that you even think about wanting to buy stuff at, because their lines are going to be big, and you're gonna want to go like Thursday, make a game plan, go on Friday and buy all your stuff, and then have a nice pleasant time for the rest of the 2 days at Anime Expo. I usually wait until the last day of a convention to buy all the stuff I want, but stuff's gonna sell out at Anime Expo. It's too big. You gotta get on that immediately. I feel like that's just true of all conventions now. Like you gotta really be on it, because people like consuming trinkets now. When I first started going to conventions, it was easy to get whatever I wanted, because people weren't unhinged like I was, and didn't want just glass case upon glass case of like all kinds of stuff. But now they do. And you kind of have to look around at every booth for the best price on the same figure you're going to see over and over again. I buy everything. Yeah, it's hard. You have to like remind yourself to not buy everything. Because I have that problem where I'm like, oh man, I really want to buy everything that I want that I see, but you can't. You'll spend like thousands of dollars. You can't do it. I've become more discerning the older I've gotten too, because I have to pay bills. But I used to go ham at conventions. I do not anymore. I bought like 2 things last year at Anime Expo. So I've slowed down. I am more responsible, I think. Being responsible is overrated. You go to Frankenstein's again? I've always wanted to go there. It seems like it's really cool. Cockivore in chat has told me that it's worth going to. Sucks, to be honest. You know what? Fair. I would buy too much stuff there. That's fair. It's like a convention all the time, though. That's the issue with Frankenstein's. What if all the things that you liked about conventions was in one place, and it wasn't a convention, you could just go there on a weekend, on a whim? Doesn't that sound good? No, it doesn't. It sounds like I'm gonna lose all my money in one place. How nice Thor is. He let me on his Spotify family plan. I think that's okay that you cried about it. He was being kind. Thor's great. You guys are all homies in chat. It's nice that you guys help each other. That's what I'm saying. Gotta help your homies out. I haven't been to a con since before COVID, but I always enjoyed going through the artist section, seeing all the cool art. I'm excited this year because K-pop Demon Hunters is so big, and it just came out. So like a bunch of the Artist Alley people will already have like cool prints and stuff. I'm really excited to see what people make. Netflix will also be there, which is slightly unfair, but I am curious to see what they'll have. Because gosh, if every image in that show, in that movie rather, wasn't the most beautiful thing I'd seen. It was a phenomenal movie. It was a spectacle. For sure, for sure. Aw. Thank you, Power. You're so sweet. I definitely slowed down on cons, but also ramped up cons since COVID. I was literally at KatsuCon the week before lockdown happened, and I thought, wow, that was so irresponsible that I did that. I didn't get COVID, but like, it's just so funny to think back on that convention in particular when everyone was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And it was like, actually, it really was. It really fucking was. As far as I know, KatsuCon kind of hasn't been the same since. It actually turned into MagFest is like the good convention worth going to now, which is wild. Went to C2E2 in Chicago right before lockdown happened. Ugh, I always wanted to go to C2E2. I didn't even go when I lived in Chicago. How sad is that? Crazy. I loved living in Chicago. But I'm a silly little guy and I didn't go. Out for tonight. Aw, have a good night, Steve. They should be able to keep you in line. He better. Have a good night. Used to visit every summer. Chicago goated. Belt? I went to college in Chicago. So, near and dear to my heart. Alright. I see you, troublemakers. Get them! Shit. Another section of hair is done. Oh. I must now brush it. Get it all into place before I put it back in the hair tie to section it off. I love that it just looks like I've basically done nothing, but I've been crimping this wig for 2 days now. At least 3 hours. And then some. I already had a huge chunk of it done already. That was probably another 3 hours, so I'm like 6 hours into crimping this wig. Yeah, I think a lot of you would just straight up do all your requests and then have to wait when you realize you hit your limit. Almost to the end of the queue. Kind of crazy. I don't know that I would put in any more songs from the queue at this point. I lost that hair tie. I literally put it down in front of me. How is that possible? Just gone. Fine, I'll get it everyone. Heck! What do you think of Marina? When did she drop and the diamond? I love Electra Heart. Electra Heart is a good album. Bubblegum Bitch is a great song. I like that whole era of Marina. I like this music too, obviously. But that original prima donna girl, homemaker, house wrecker stuff was some of my favorite. So, to answer your question, I think she's great. She's able to be more herself without the diamonds. Felt like she was playing a character. Oh, I assume that she did it because she was playing Electra Heart. I thought that was the whole thing. A lot of banging going on outside. It must be fine, though. It stopped. That's happened twice now. And I hate it. I don't know that I'm even going to need a section off. It's like Demandus or something like that. It's not necessarily diamond, but it's something close to the word diamond. I just lightly crimp the top. I think that's the stream is going all night of us chilling and jamming out. No, no. Gonna end at 8. I'm sorry. I just have so much other stuff to do, and then I need to get back to packing to move. Because Anime Expo and my lease had the audacity to technically overlap. So I have a lot of stuff I gotta do outside of stream, fortunately. I am busy. Mantis. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Section off the bangs. Those are different time. Then all of the hair that I won't be doing heavy styling or will be done, which is probably extra nice. And then tomorrow we might be painting Kazooie on stream. Again, don't quote me on that. I might have already painted a shit ton. And by the time the stream starts, maybe you will see in progress Kazooie, but shall see. But I said bonus stream can be anytime after. Thank you, Power. I appreciate that. Have a good night, Kybe. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Tired. Sitting here doing the same motion over and over again has been rough. Oh, thank you, Power. I usually don't do this much of the crimping at one time, so I'm getting through a lot of it, which is nice. Whoa! Oh, thank you. I'll probably be posting not pictures. Well, maybe pictures. I'll probably be posting like videos and stuff on my Instagram stories. So that's where you will see it before anywhere else on the internet. Thank you for also being here, Power. I won't even want to start. No, the other way. Is Dune even here for the song he requested? I like this song so far. Okay. Oh. Need to clip this back. Won't be able to go. Fair. Yeah, there will be. I'm gonna try to be a young person and take TikToks while I'm there. So hopefully I'll have a lot of stuff to post. My favorite modern bands. Local Sydney group. Oh, love that. I like this. I like how hard they sound. More women should make stuff like that. More TikTok content for us. True. Okay. Trying to be a little lighter. My crimping to the top so that it's not as pronounced as the other parts. They have amazing energy live. Emmy Mack is the lead. She has the energy and she's hot at AF. Love that. Ooh. It's new metal now. Ooh. That was just Limp Bizkit for a second. I fucked with that. I fuck with that bigly. Been adding songs from bands. Good. See, that's what I'm saying. One time Org put in a song from a band called Pink Slip, and I still listen to that song all the time. Okay, Cold Kingdom. This sounded like a name I recognize, but I wasn't sure. Still can't tell if I recognize this or not. It's either that I recognized the name, or I just thought that the name was so hard that it sounded like something I already listened to. Some good 90s rap rock makes its way in there. Red Hook also drops some sax once in a while. Oh, my brain could not comprehend how your head was in two places at once. Turns out it's a wig. Ah, shit. Hi, Fox. How are you? It's less shocking, but also less exciting. Listen. At some point, this will be on my head, so it's kind of like my head. Same, but different, you know? Same, but different. Oh. Love this song by Cold Kingdom. It rocks so hard. It's good. But I've never heard them, so I just thought that the name sounded cool, I guess. And mistook it for something that I definitely had already heard. I have not heard Cold Kingdom before, is what I'm learning. I'm so close, and the closer I get, the more I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. The motion I keep having to make to get the wig crimped is hard. On my back. And also, I really don't want it to look hella crimped on the top layer. So I'm being a little quick about it. So that it still gets some of the texture and takes away the shine, but it's not like overly pronounced. Can't really tell, but it is doing what I want. Imagining what if someone got magnets dermally implanted on their head? Oh. I don't know what my brain doing today. That's okay. You know what? It would make wearing wigs so much easier if you could just hot glue magnets to your head and never have to worry. That sounds delightful to me. Shit. I'd be shaving my head right now. Sign me the fuck up. Take off my hair whenever I want, like a Barbie doll. Put on whatever hair I want all the time and not have to worry about all this long ass hair on the top of my head. That sounds delightful. What if your head was a magnet for all the 5G? They just switch scalps. It would be a game changer for so many people. We would heal as a society if everyone could get a makeover whenever they felt like it with their magnet heads. If people could just change up their look like that, that might enact world peace. Okay. So warm. Magnet heads coming soon to a theater. It's like cone heads, but just magnet heads. That movie's so. Have you guys seen the Coneheads movie? I will never understand why they made that movie. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. But I don't even know if it's that good, to be honest. I never thought about whether that movie is as good as I thought it was as a kid. It's definitely like a really bizarre SNL skit that I don't think anybody was asking, oh man, can we get a Coneheads movie? Go watch it again. It's not, it's like not. That's the thing. I think I was just a kid and I was like, haha, goofy heads. I almost just said Rick Moranis. No, it's, oh my god. It's the Blues Brothers with the stupid fucking Dan Aykroyd. No, I had to think about it for a second. He has the skull vodka. Coneheads was definitely a product of the cocaine Hollywood era. Yes. Yes, it was. Oh, I'm late. No, I just had a brain blast so that I actually could remember his name. That's why I straight up was just like, I have to stop. I have to Rolodex through names in my head. I had the D. Oh. I had the letter D in my head, but I couldn't get his name. Never say I had the D. Never do that as a streamer. No, don't haw that.
My sources have just informed me that the streamer was being sus and said, I had the D.
Fuck. I knew someone who worked on Coneheads. They were a client. That's crazy. Also, welcome back, Titans. Missed the whole fucking stream. You missed all kinds of stuff. The hell? Okay, ouchies, my fingers. A first-time chatter gave me 1,000 bits and then never said anything else in the stream, and I still don't know what to make of that. Very thankful that they donated 1,000 bits. That was very nice and generous of them. I hope that they're okay wherever they are. We had some people come in. First-time Anime Expo people. Very good. Titans, you need to put the wig on. His dome's too big. He wouldn't be able to fit my beautiful petite wig on his big dumb head. Big dumb man head. Get a smaller dome head? I don't know if you can do that. Titans, can you make your head any less large? That didn't sound as good as I thought it would. That's a shame. Alright, well, I can't take it back now. I try to say things that don't sound horrific, but, you know. They come out the way they come out sometimes, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I don't mean to sound like Tobias Bluth. It just happens. Did she have a drink seat? No, I didn't. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a little dumb fella with a platform, you know? That's all it is. Things got wild tonight. I told everyone I hated Paramore. There was dissent in the chat. People left. It was crazy. Vowing to never come back. Ugh. The crimper turned off again. Okay. Gotta wait for the crimper to get hot. Is this my sign to end stream? That was chaos. I know. I never thought that I would have to tell people that I just don't care for Paramore, alright? Never come up before. I didn't tell any crazy stories, alright? No self, never leave. You fucking knew that to begin with. You genuinely knew that to begin with. Ooh! Her voice is beautiful. There's also an acoustic version. Ooh. I bet this sounds crazy acoustic. Wow. That's... I'm like really impressed by her range. This was a good pick, dude. Oh my god. She has a phenomenal voice. If you tell me this is a local Aussie band, I'm gonna freak out and have to move to Australia where all of the good are. Cassiette, yeah. And the song is called Petrichor. This is a chill vibe. Also, Titans, you literally missed everyone leaving and going to bed. Everyone just went to bed. Thor paid for Kaibi's Spotify premium. It's been a wild night. Things have been happening. People have been making moves. She kicks so much ass. She's British, you think? Man. Other countries just make fucking phenomenal music. One of my favorite bands, Neck Deep, is from the UK, so I am not shocked to hear that there are so many banger musicians outside of the US. There are banger musicians everywhere. It's just some of them aren't as accessible as others. That is one thing that I do love about having us all connected via the internet, is that the people that I never would have known were as creative as they are from other countries are able to put their stuff online and anybody can find it. God. How is the advancement of society via the internet such a beautiful, wonderful thing, and also like the most evil thing that's ever happened to humans? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just jaded for saying that, but God. Talk about a double-edged sword. Everyone went to bed without saying goodnight to you? Yeah, you better be yelling at Steve. Tell him what the hell he was doing. Leave him before you could say goodbye. Butterfly Effect, who are up next, are a local Brissy band? Brisbane? Brisbane? The Brisbane? Brisbane? I don't know which one it is. I am just but a little tiny dumb person that doesn't know how to say names correctly until told otherwise. They're one of your favorite bands. Formed in 1999. Oh, I'll be excited to hear them. I figured. Excuse my poor American sensibilities for not knowing for certain that that's what you meant. All the goods and bads times 1 more billion. See, you get it. You understand. You picked up what I was putting down. I'm like so enamored by this man's voice. It's like a perfect circle. It's like Tool, but if Tool had a little bit more range. There's a very when was this song from? Is it from the 90s? It's got a very early new metal like vibe. Also love Tool in a Perfect Circle. Yeah, because they're good. This is definitely the same vibe though, for sure. Ooh, I like this. Post 90s. Okay. It's still got that early, like, someone on SmackDown or something. You know what I mean? Would vibe with this. This is behind like a promo on SmackDown in the early 2000s. New metal is just post 90s that didn't want to classify as grunge. That's true. It is kind of grungy. No, yeah, you're right. Genres are so weird. Because they encompass so many things, but they also don't. And then people, you know, get mad if you say the wrong genre, even though I think that that's silly, because music is subjective and art and different from person to person. But whatever. Okay. I think after this song, I'm going to be done for the night as well because I am getting really tired. I am gassed. Obviously, it's not one of my regular stream days, so I'm not usually prepared to be on stream these days. But I think I will finish this strand in this song and then we'll call it for the day. There were like only 2 songs left in the queue anyway. I will listen to both of them. Don't even worry about it. One of them is Sugar from System of a Down, a song that I fuck with big time. And the other one's from Maple, who has only sent me bangers since he's ever suggested music to me. So don't even worry about it. The music will be heard. Oh, you were Lynxy, now you're done. Make up your mind. I'm sorry. I'm also tired. I'm also person with lupus. I am multifaceted. Oh my god. I wonder if one of those wonderful booths that always has the accessibility pins in Artist Alley will give me a lupus one. I hope they have a lupus awareness pin so I can wear it. What the fuck, Picklein? I'm sorry! Alright, let me send you off to someone. Well, actually, let me send you off to Sav if he is actually still alive, because apparently he's doing a charity stream. So, since he's doing charity, let's help our homie out. You can also tell Steve how dare he cheat on me with Sev for charity. Anyway, send you over to Sev. Thank you for being here, guys. For watching me straight up crimp a wig. Again, the real one stayed and got another sneak peek of Kazooie, who looks fantastic, and I can't wait to have her done. Anyway, thanks for being here, fellow streamer Fox. If you're not following Fox, whose real name is Fox, they don't just like foxes, please feel free to do that. Because I love them, and they're great, and I had a wonderful time streaming with them. Wowie wowie. Where's Dave? You guys didn't see Dave the entire stream. Hold on. Go be nice to Sev. Dave and I have decreed it so. Can't wait to move, and we can set up part 2. Fox, I also have to move in 2 weeks, and I am not ready. I live in boxes, and I'm struggling. We had so much fun. I want to do more puzzles. I do, too. So we gotta do it soon. We gotta do it soon. For now, Dave's gonna wave. I'm gonna hit the end screen. Go support Seth with his charity stream, and I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye, guys.